morning, good morning. Oh, it's not morning for you. Hi guys, welcome to Cat Harmon Yoga. I am incredibly grateful that you are here today. Thank you for joining us for this deep stretch class. We're going to begin to get started. Excuse me. If you have any blankets, blocks, bolsters, go ahead and get those props for you. If you don't know what those are, no worries. We will give you different modifications and variations so that this class will become accessible to you. Find an easy seated position on your mat. You can sit on a pillow or a blanket to elevate your hips, and you can sit crisscross applesauce or any way that's comfortable in this moment. So stay in tune with your body as we move throughout this practice today without any judgment of the way that it looks, and just really tap into how it feels, and we'll breathe into those sensations that show up. So finding that easy seated position, bring the palms down to the knees. I'll stay facing you. Bring the palms down to the knees. Reach the crown of the head up to the sky and relax the shoulders back and down. Take a big full breath in as you fill up. Expand the chest, expand the heart, expand the belly. And then exhale, empty all of that air out. A few more breaths like that. Big, expansive breaths. Relax hips. Relax shoulders. Relax the back of the neck, the crown of the head, the face. And maybe begin to shift into an ujjayi breath here. Finding those big, full inhales through the nose, long, slow exhales out of the nose with that slight constriction at the back of the throat. So it sounds like ocean waves. Slow everything down, allowing yourself to land here in this moment. Let go of the things you have to do today and allow yourself to be present in your physical body. So that being said, check in. How do I feel in this moment? Where is the resistance landing in my body? Where are the sensations showing up, right? Not pain, but where are the sensations showing up? And can you relax a little bit deeper here? Next exhale drops the right ear to the right shoulder, lengthen the left side of the neck. Inhale back through center. Exhale over to the left side of you. Open up. Inhale brings us back to center. Slide the hands down to the ankles here, hook on. And then inhale, lift and open the heart space to the sky, opening yourself up to receive today. Belly button fastens tight to that spine. Breathe in one more time. Crown of the head reaches back tall as we lift a little bit more in the belly. And then drop that chin to the chest, hooking onto the ankles once again. Inhale brings the crown of the head back up nice and tall. Bring the hands to the heart center, either palms to touch or palms right to the heart space. Check in with yourself emotionally and energetically in this moment. How do you feel? All of the emotions that show up for you matter. None are good or bad, right or wrong. They just are. So allow yourself to feel them. Take another breath in. And I offer you to set an intention for this practice. Now that we've calmed the body, calmed the mind, calmed the breath, and really tuned in, what do you need from your mat today? Setting that intention and holding it there with this ujjayi breath as we continue to move throughout this practice. Big full breath in. Long, slow breath out. Palms come back down to the knees, eyes come open into your space. And let's find some movement through the pelvis. So gentle rock forward and back, almost like you're doing a cat and a cow, but just with the lower part of our body. So inhale, exhale. Trying to find this isolation here through the hips and the low body. Last one. And let's start to find some circles here. Rock over to the right. Come back through center over to the left. Last one. Come back to center. Inhale, sweeps our hands up nice and tall. Exhale, let's begin to fold forward over these legs. So maybe hands are just to the earth right here or on blocks, or you start to make your way down. And you can support yourself with any of your props here, or just rest forearms to the earth. Relax, top of the head down. Find a lot of heaviness in the shoulders here. Inhale starts to bring us back up nice and tall. Then we'll pause in that seat for just a moment. Switching the legs the way that they are crossed, and then pause here. Bring the hands down to the knees. Inhale sits us up nice and tall. Slowly moving into a side body stretch. Right hand reaches down for the earth or a block. Left arm reaches up and over. Lengthen through that left side body. Peel that heart open towards the sky. Inhale brings the crown of the head up nice and tall. Lift through the core, and then exhale over to the other side. Inhale sits us up nice and tall. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale sits us up nice and tall. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale sits us up nice and tall. We'll pause in this seat for just a moment. Making our way onto our backs, plant those feet about hip distance apart, and then slowly lower onto your spine. Take a moment to let the spine settle here, releasing through the low back and the hips. Hug that right knee into the chest, and you can leave the left leg planted the way mine is now, or extend the left leg long, up to you. Start to roll through this right knee, one direction and then the other, rocking that head of your femur around in that hip socket. So again, these are the places that we can kind of start to get into judgment of ourselves, but that's not what this yoga practice is about. It's about really tuning into your physical body in this moment and giving it what it needs, okay? So if there's a tight space, like I have a lot of resistance here, a lot of sensation right in this space, so I'm just going to clear the mind, deepen the breath, and start to release those muscles around the sensation. So don't draw your awareness like right to it and try to get that to release. Try to release the area around it. Okay? We'll get a little bit deeper into that stuff in just a moment. So after that last little movement here, come back to center. Begin to extend that right leg as long as you can, and wherever you can get it, straight-ish. Okay, relax the shoulders back and down. Great place for a strap here. I don't have a strap near me in the moment, but you can wrap that strap over the bottom of that right foot. You can hold on to your calf, your hamstring, or just let the leg free fall here, and we'll work through some movement. Begin to bend that right knee and extend through that left heel. Bend that right knee and extend through that left heel. Bend that right knee and extend. So wherever you're at, you're not trying to get your leg to where mine is, right? It's all about how we physically feel in this moment today. Some days, like, our legs are going to be tighter. Some days our legs are going to feel open. We just need to be kind to ourselves in those moments and give our body what it needs so that we're not constantly beating ourselves up in this self-deprecating behavior, right? It's all about supporting ourselves and loving ourselves in this moment, the way we are. That's important, the way we are in this moment. Last one, we're going to extend this leg out, hold it wherever you can, and just send love to that tightest place, right? Just send ease of your breath, ease of your thoughts. And I don't know if you're watching the video, sometimes I actually take my other hand and just really lightly brush over those muscles, just encouraging the fascia to soften, encouraging those areas that are holding on to that resistance to release. Maybe saying your intention to yourself here, last few moments. And then we're going to start to open up into a half happy baby. So it may feel good to leave your left leg straight, or you may need to plant the foot. Grab hold of the outer blade of that right foot, ankle, shin, whatever you need to hold on to pull the knee open and wide. Find a space that you can keep both hips even onto the mat. Both shoulders are relaxed and released. Back of the neck nice and long here in neutral. Slow, full breath in. Long, slow breath out. And then keeping your left hand on your left hip, start to extend that right leg out to the side. So it might not get all the way straight in this beginning space, but we're going to encourage it to open up. If holding on to the foot is not an option for you here, again, shin, ankle, hamstring, behind the knee, really any space you can hold on to. And again, a strap is a great option as well, right? Don't limit yourself here. Relax those shoulders. Keep that left hip grounded. Slowly starting to make your way back to center. Grab hold of that right knee with your left hand. Cross that knee over the body and then open up the arms out wide like a T. You may, like me, feel pretty stuck. I'm very tight here in this hip. Pretty stuck. But it's not about getting ourselves down to the ground. It's about seeing where we are in this moment. So as we land here, you can always support this right knee with any props. Okay? But as we land here, find that resistance. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, relax shoulders. Take another deep breath here. Relax low back as you exhale. Take another deep breath here. Relax that right hip. Three more rounds of breath. Knee slowly comes back into center. Give it a nice big squeeze here, big hug. Chin comes up towards that knee and then release. Plant the right foot down. Plant the left foot down. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. We're going to get a little bit deeper into that right hip. So where the feet are, glue them down to the ground and just let them rock over to the left side of you. Bring the arms up and overhead if that's comfortable. If not, you can leave them down by the sides. So right knee or right quad, I guess I should say the whole thigh, right thigh is maybe where you're feeling the sensation here. Even up into this hip attachment, side body. I'm definitely feeling it in my arms as I have been practicing the trapeze. Hopefully I'll get some of those videos on here. It's so fun. Um, and then the left foot can rest on top of that right knee. Definitely not a have to here. If you do that and it creates a really loud sensation, just back that foot off. We'll be here for about 6 breaths. Knees slowly come back to center. Gently unwind. Give them a little windshield wiper side to side. Hands can come back down by the hips. And we'll start to hug our left knee in. Choose if you want to have the right leg planted or extended once you get there. Relaxing that low back into your mat. Find some heaviness here. Start that movement. Searching, exploring without judgment. And we'll start to come back into this neutral space, extending that leg. Woo! So breathing into that beginning sensation and not judging it, right? So let's start to bend and extend. We got a few rounds here. Move with your breath. Inhales, excuse me, as you bend, and then exhales as you extend. noticing those sensations that are happening, and we're not forcing our way through them. So it would be really easy for me to try to pull my leg way over here and then jam it straight, but I want to be kind to my body because it does so much for me that if I can get in tune with what it needs, then we're going to work better together. We're going to feel better. I'm going to know when I need to stretch. I'm going to know when I need to rest. I'm going to know when I need to push instead of me just thinking about it up here in my mind and forcing my body to do what I think is best, right? When we get this in tuned, then we can truly be present in our body. And being present in our body means that we can do exactly what we're supposed to do in that moment, right? Letting the judgment and the ego kind of fall away. This last one, let's hold here. Do that scan where you can kind of relax those muscles. And if you want to, you can take that left hand and just brush it along those spaces of resistance and just remind your body that we're doing this on purpose. I do love you. There's nothing you have to be doing in this moment. Last 2 breaths. Slowly bending that knee, coming into that half happy baby. And remember that your right leg can be planted if you need here. Ground through that right hip, release what you can. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. And stay here. Start to extend that leg out to the side. Remember just easing into this space. Slowly bring that knee back to center. We're going to begin to cross it up and over the body, and here's where you may feel a little resistance and may need to use a prop, and that's okay. Find that space. Allow your body to open up. Right, breathing kindness into that resistance. No judgment. I had a lovely student yesterday. She was so cool. And we had the best conversation, and she said the coolest thing. She said, our body has ears. And I was like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense because it does. It listens to us. It listens to every thought that we have, every judgment that we put on ourselves. So don't you think it would do better for you if you said kind things about it and to it constantly instead of the judgments that we put on ourselves? So maybe even if just for the rest of this practice, each time you're met with resistance or a tight sensation or a loud sensation, that you meet it with love. And you're like, hey, I see you. It's okay. We're doing this so that you feel better. We're doing this because I love you. You're doing great in this moment. I'm proud of you. However you want to speak to your body, just see if you can, for the next few moments, the rest of this practice, just be kind to yourself, right? Because our body is listening. It has ears. Such a cool thing to think about, but it really does. And I don't know about you guys, but I do so much better when I get praise or when somebody speaks kindly to me or speaks highly of me. I feel better and I want to do more. So our body is exactly the same way. Let's come back to center. Give ourselves a big hug in this moment. Bring both knees into touch. Plant those feet hips distance apart. Windshield wiper the knees side to side, and we'll start to let them fall to the right side of us. Arms come up and over. And then if you like, take that right foot on top. Knees slowly come back to center. Gently unwind, windshield wiper if that feels good. And we're slowly going to make our way back up to an easy seated position. So you can pull the knees into the chest, rock forward and backwards, or just press your way up on your side and come to that easy seat. Setting up for a wide-legged tree, so extending the left leg out in front of you, open your belly button up to the long side of your mat. Left foot is nice and flexed, and then we're going to inhale up nice and tall. Exhale over this leg. Right arm comes up and over. Ooh, that side body is so tight. Lengthen out. Ground down through the outside of that right hip. Take the chin down to the ground. And back up. Down to the ground. And back up. Let's do one more. You're doing great here, guys. Back down. And up. Pull belly button in. Rise all the way up nice and tall. And you can stay facing this way or turn back front to the top of your mat. Whatever feels good for you. We're moving into double pigeon. So slide this right shin parallel to whatever edge of the mat you're facing. And then you're going to take the left leg, cross it up and over the top. Very important to have this left heel on the outside of your knee. So you should be able to make a full circle here as opposed to being on the inside where we're kind of putting a lot of pressure on those outer tendons of the ankle. So both feet are flexed and active here. And this might be it. This is maybe where you're at right now. Breathe. Relax the low back, Relax the hips and just stay right here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, hands can rest on that knee, lengthening up. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can start to shift the chest forward, the hips back, and begin to walk out to fold. We're going to take about 7 more breaths wherever you are. So you do not need to be where I'm at for you to get the benefit of this stretch today. This is an intense one, so calm the breath, calm the mind, and say good things to yourself, okay? See if you can relax the face, the jaw, the head. And now it's going to bring us back up nice and tall. If you fold it and gently unwind those legs, take your time. Maybe a windshield wiper would feel good to hear. Good would feel good right here. Ooh, that one was a doozy for me. And we'll start to extend out through that right leg. Seated tree, wide legged space. Okay? Taking that side body stretch, left arm is going to reach up and over. Find that beginning sign of that sensation. Breathe into that space. Chin down to the ground and back up. Down to the ground and back up. Last one, down to the ground and back up. Belly button to the spine. Lift, 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 lift up nice and tall. And let's move into that double pigeon other side. So however you'd like to face, left shin is parallel to an edge of your mat. Right leg is going to come up and over like it's stacking straight on top, parallel here. So ankles on the outside of the knee. Option just to stay right here where you are. Knee comes to stack or begin to fold. And I apologize I didn't give you another variation. I'm going to turn to the side. Another variation for this is to plant the left foot and to cross the right leg up and over, sitting up towards that knee. And that's going to give you a little bit of relief if this stacked variation is too tight. About 7 breaths here. Allow yourself to settle in. Relax and release what you can last few moments. Slowly come back up, nice and tall, engage belly, lift crown. Gently unwind. Plant those feet hip distance apart. Windshield wiping the knees side to side. And we'll start to make our way onto our backs, setting up for Shavasana, or you can meet in an easy seated position for meditation. Finding that comfortable space in your body that you'd like to relax and let go in. Take a deep breath, fill up with air, and then as you exhale it out, let it go. And take the next few moments to allow the body and the mind to rest and heal. Shavasana. Slowly beginning to come back to your breath. Take a big inhale. Long, slow exhale out. Finding some subtle movements in the body as you gently wake it up. And again, it doesn't matter what it looks like. Just let it feel good to you. Maybe reaching arms overhead as you wake up. One big final stretch. And then rocking onto your favorite side, taking a moment to check in. How do I feel mentally, physically, and emotionally in this moment without any judgment attached? And making your way up into an easy seated position when you're ready. Bringing those hands to heart center, forehead towards the fingertips, closing out this practice as always in a seat of gratitude. Gratitude for this moment that you chose to take care of yourself, your body, your mind. Gratitude for the intention that you set for today's practice. And then we'll bring the thumbs to the forehead. Finding gratitude for one another and the energy that we just shared. Namaste, friends. Namaste, guys. I hope that you feel good in your bodies and in your minds. If you have any questions or something showed up for you during this practice, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. And I would also love to help you if you have any stuff going on that you need some advice on. Physically, mentally, or emotionally, right? Even spiritually and energetically. If you enjoyed the video, please click subscribe. It really does help me out and allows me to continue to offer free content. And if you like the video, be sure to click the like button. Make sure you share with a friend that would also enjoy being a part of this heart-centered community. Last thing, if you want to learn more about our online Zoom classes or any of our upcoming events that are online in person, we also have some things in our store, as well as some Reiki one-on-one energy healing sessions that I can do in person or distance healing virtually. So check that stuff out at catharmonyoga.com. Other than that, have an amazing day. Love yourself, hydrate, and I'll see you again soon. Namaste.